Okay.
Okay. Well, I had two older brothers, and this is a photograph of my two older brothers and my mother. And the boy on her left, would be on the right side of the picture, his name was Jack or John, and the boy on the other side was he was about a year younger than Jack, and his name was Bill. And I think this picture was probably taken when they were probably about 5 and 6 years old. And my brother Jack was exactly 10 years older than I was, and my brother Bill was 9 years older. And so I hadn't been born yet when this photograph was taken. And I suspect that this was probably taken when the family was living in New Mexico. My father worked in Mogollon, New Mexico for a number of years, and I suspect this might have been taken when they were living in New Mexico. And this picture was taken several years later, and it shows my brother Jack on the right side of the group, brother Bill on the other side, and this is a photograph of me in the middle. And at the time I was probably about 2 years old, and so my brother Jack would have been at that time about 12 years old, and my brother Bill would have been about 11 years old. And probably not much later than that, we were living in Mexico. We were living in Cusiriachic, Mexico, and my brothers went to Missouri Valley, Iowa to attend high school. And they were at about, I think they were about 12 and 13 at the time that they started high school in Missouri Valley. This picture was probably taken, about that time. And this picture was taken when they were in high school, as high school students. And this is Jack on this side, and Bill on this side. And I think this must have been taken while they're in high school. They finished high school in about 1931 or 2. They graduated from Missouri Valley High School, and at that time the family moved to El Paso, Texas. The mine that my father worked for in Mexico shut down because of the Depression, and so we lived in El Paso for about a year. And my brothers during that year, attended the Texas School of Mines, which was located in El Paso, Texas. And they were, I think, my brother Bill, his goal was to, I think, eventually become a chemical engineer. And my brother Jack, I think his interest lay more in the direction of mechanical engineering. But they both attended the School of Mines in El Paso for a year, and unfortunately after that my brother Bill died from a problem with surgery for appendicitis. This was occurred when we were traveling from El Paso to Missouri Valley, Iowa in the summer of 1932, and when we got to Wichita, my brother Bill was hospitalized with appendicitis, and he survived the surgery, but within about a week he developed a serious embolism and actually died from that. And he's presently buried in Missouri Valley, Iowa. Where do you want to go from there?